Welcome. Another week of light languages and collective healing intentions. This is week 218. Today we have as a main theme the QUAN YIN, Kukuishana Kiana, and as every week we will have her energy and many more entities bringing light and love and ancient Kukuitiana, ancient ancestors, Kukuitiana, connecting the light to this planet. Before we continue with the invocations, there is an angelic invocation. We are going to do the blessings first. Kuiana Kiana, if you want to go ahead, Brother Wesley. Kukuata.
Kiasata nasukunukuaka kaiki tauta tanuta iki mauka kanu nai auka takuta tatuta bababakunuku kini manahu katakota tatatu kanaki kiki kota tahu swata makunukua Neyea matu kaka tatu papa pani nunani ninini mamona nana nuka kita hota hui kue kia waua nawa sua nana hua mawa maia waua Wea mauta muata iki ea waewa Wea mauta kutata kinikia kuea sauta nakunu kuakani ea masuata sani ea makuta kini ea tuakani kiawa Wea mauko neiki masunoa Nani vuta kuta neiki wa ukuaka nukuaka takiata ukuaka wa shanua hua sukunukua nei hua masuka taki kiko tu mamuaka tukuaka Neye wa uswa sanuku kakanuku aka tukua nikie kie wa sua sukunuku aka nakie ya moaka na mawa suko many blessings sukunuku aka na miene wa many tributaries sukua miye wa nanuaka tukuaka taiki wa uya shukuaka tukuaka miyewa sukuaka mayewa tukunoko pukua
Powerful. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Great way to tune in. When we say hello to each other, we ask to each other how we are. And yeah, the answer was also with light languages, powerful light languages. Kukuitana kuana itamu kuatena itiana kuaka. Isini kana kukuatana. Sutuana kuana. Thank you for those blessings, brother. Kukushataka. And now when
kosu tatatuaka nakia kuaka tuaka takuaka pawaka Sukutuaka. Welcome. Matinikia sukutata. Sukutuaka na nuwayawa. Nauka.
telepathy kukuatana kuatate nika nana tunta ikama kuku tunta nika tuku shat tukuatanika atatuaka mukuatana totene kita no kukunta kaka ikua nayaka otaina makuku toinaka soneka nia na kukunta nikitia na kuatana osaina na kukuana ootene kia na makuana tonekitia na kuana kai makuku kuitikia naka o te teia o hana tia na makuata anaku ene tekia makuku toi naka kontenikia kukumata o setia na kawata o tekia na kuata mukuku tuini kiata aiaka o teana kukutu yanaka sotikia naka Hutina kawata nika wata teana wata tika na kututuyata totiana kawata. Nahatu kamauta kukuata. Hiana wata. Hiata kukuata. Wata tiana wata. Huashika wa matea namu kututima katea na teanikia na wachaka. Jositiana. Oh, motia wate kia na wata nikiata. So tikiata tiane aki tiana wata. Tiana kwata. Tiana wata. Tiana wakata. Ositi kia na kwata. Shikia na wata tiana kwata nika. So tikiana ka kutuyaka. Hutiana kata. And the invocation is for ascension and enlightenment. It says angelic invocation for personal and spiritual development, growth, advancement, and evolution. And it says the following: supreme divine energies and powers. Thank you. Amen. Tukuka tia na kukana, tutina kakua na ta, moseti tia na kukutui na kuana, sotini ya kukutia makukuata, senika wakatiana. Musina kakuana, and with these energies of Gaia and QUAN YIN, kukutiana, tima kukuatanika, tutiana. Winikitiana with the angels, we bless this space. Mika tutaina muka atua. Senikitiana wanitana. Seniakukatiana. Tutiana tuana tiana wata. Chisana kukutuana. Today's energies will be also supporting and assisting humanity with the process of the massive changes that we are all experiencing in all levels. Mukuki anati anakwata, and we will bring much more in a minute when we set all the intentions. Wendy, would you like to do a blessing? Kukushanakwata.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, we're having a momentarily technical difficulty. La Santoshi is the Mosope Eshale, is the Mayo Rahai Imaya Hane Mahako. Amahako Antaye Muru He Evishoro, Hememo Aho, and Onoya Hengel Hai. Ohio Wahayani Waharu Mahaka, Koyama Isho, Koyamo Lokohawa. Inimi Waha Ehewa Ewahu Amo O Muru, Ewa Wahane, Aha E Kwa Ahuru. O ema anana ata aikiku o ma ali ina anana ha o mo otoko onto cheve sipo o hawo I maro hai miki o haini ani me ala koto yama yo shimi awa ha ka tine ito hema ni nayo I tayo hano no uruma ka haini duko kemela ko se patena o hako imi me ala ije yana di japatosa sako hawa ni na ije jama hiti no no a o kota intia ha e wa he wa hano awa hino ya no ni anenku pahato urjuha ni za jano kushi shina hikota ko nyamela basahawa tia no ka
no haya hane te I ka ane te uaya. Ea na te uane te I ka ane o te I enea. Ane ka ane te I te ane te u. Ua ane te I ka hana 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 ka ea ha. Ua ne ea ha hane e te ia. Tu ua ne te ia ka ane te ia ka a. Ua te ea na a. Na te e ka ana ea.
This is a very pure energy today. Not that it isn't always, but I feel that vibration, that idea.
Very much. So Niyaka, so powerful. Do you want to continue, guys, with setting some intentions for humanity, for yourselves, for the world?
Yes, actually, I took a moment right before we joined together, and I wanted to, where we are recording today, it is November 29th of November, so I see 1111 in that energy today. Very high master energy, as this is QUAN YIN energy. So I really quick just did a quick Google search, and that energy, this idea of QUAN YIN, is the embodiment of the goddess of compassion. So today, the intention for me in this idea is that for humanity, that we bring out the compassion that's within us, because compassion is the realization of the light within you as you're looking at the person in front of you, and you're seeing that compassion, or for that circumstance or that humanitarian situation, that when we feel that compassion, what we're feeling is literally what all is made of, which is love. And I was just so in this particular search, it said QUAN YIN's full name is Guan Shi Yin, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, which means observing the sounds or the cries of the world. And so I wanted to just bring that today as my intention, and our intention for humanity is compassion, just simply compassion. And whenever you want to, I remember that I also have the QUAN YIN deck. So whenever you feel a moment, when you'd like to, when you'd like to take a moment at some point during the hangout today, and just let me know, let us know, and we'll pull a card when it feels appropriate.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you so much.
And Dave, do you want to add to anything to that?
Yeah, as I was considering my intentions, my thoughts sort of went to, for a moment, about how everyone put so much thought into these beautiful intentions on a regular basis, not just here online. And the thought about feeling not good enough when you come up with your own intentions for the day, feeling like, maybe I'm being selfish, or, when I watch on YouTube other people make up these intentions, and, I could never come up with intentions so beautiful and relevant. And this was like a download, so I'm talking about what sort of came through in a very brief moment. But the idea is really, there's no such thing as not being good enough, because being the authentic you is the thing collectively that is what's best for all. So whatever you're feeling in the moment, whatever your intentions are for the moment, that is the thing that the world needs most. And it's just not possible to not to be yourself and have it not be the most important thing that the world needs at every moment. And of course I'm reminded of that, but that's my intention and message of the day, to share that and to want everyone to feel that in every moment, that them being themselves as best as they can is the most important thing in every given moment. It is the greatest gift that you could give, even if it is just feeling selfish for the day. So thank you all, and thanks for this opportunity to share.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. Yeah, that kind of selfish that Brother Dave mentioned is not the kind of selfish of just thinking in a selfish way towards everyone, but in a selfish way to empower yourself and yeah, understand that we need to have sometimes self-love and time for ourselves, and yeah, dedicate maybe a day or two or a week or a month, whatever you need, kukiana tiana, because that will activate your light, and that will be automatically shared with the rest of the world. Mika atana kuisanima kukutina kukutayata siana wana. Lovely intention. Thank you guys. To kukiana kutiana futaichata. And yeah, the energy of QUAN YIN is there. And it's, yeah, it's kind of fun. Kukuatiana, Itiana, Wesley, Kukuata.
Matakuta kia tatu kakanaka tutu kakata kia takuta tatu kanaki kuakata kanikia kuaka naua sawata ikiawa. Nasanu kuno kuaka nikia kiaka sakutaka nakota waka. Reflection. Shiniea masukuaka kinikia kua sukua tataua shauaka tukuaka takinikia kuaka. Kuna sato sukuaka takia miea mua mamahua mamamahua kanakatia keekua kosawoa taiekia mamua kanikiea huaka. Remembering shiniea masukuo sanikiea mamua katukuo shuakiea osaiea hoa tanakua sunua iea hoa ea hoa mamua kanikia kiokuaka kuniea hoa sawata sukunukuaka naiea mawa mamuaka na kuatata kunakata kia kuaka na ukuaka na kuaka. Remembering shinikia kuata, the memory, shukuaka nukuaka, the many layers, sukunukuaka ikia kia kuaka of direct, sunukia kuaka understanding, sukunukua ikia kuaka under the heart, sukunikia through the heart, shikuaka tributary, sukunukua ikia kuaka, kunuia usuaka, sacredness, siniea huea waka, nukuaka takuata, kunukuaka, grand awakening. Sunua ia wa manu nanu niye akuaka ta, remembering sukunukuaka, the many tribes, sukunukuaka niye kia kuaka, spread all across the planet. Suyea sukuaka kunukuaka ta kia tukuaka emerging. Shukunukuaka sukuata tia tuata with the divine. Siniea sakua tai kie kumukua. Naya waka tukuaka tuata yawa. Sukutuaka ta kine kiawa. Sutawa. Sukuata compassion. Shikinikia kuatata ta tuaka na kinikia kua. Naya wakuaka. Direct revelation. Sanua taikie ya uaka nukuaka. Sua ia ua. Suka naka nukuaka. Beyond the stories. Sukinikia kuaka. Kuniea huasua. Sukuaka nakiea uaka. Tukuaka, but with great respect within the stories. Masunuata tie kia. Munananua nananua. Mayeye kuaka, true suffering. Sukunu kuaka nakiea kuata. Tuaka nukua, understanding the other. Sukuaka naka nukuaka, all is one. Suiea, 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 suiea. Mukata, kukata, kunukuaka. Sawata, restoration. Shiniea tuaka. Thanks very much. Shakunukuaka, God bless. Sukua, kia, kia, mawa, tua. Hukuaka na hua. Pasukuaka na kana kia. Mawa. Taukuaka takiaka.
Wow. Tunika putua na katana, tautukua kata. Totina kukwana tiana. Sotika wata. Yeah, I join all these intentions that our sister and brothers have shared with us. I also wanted to bring the intention of compassion, Mika Tiana, Tikawamatiana, to the event of today, and replace the judgment that we do towards others and towards ourselves by compassion. Instead of, just be compassionate with ourselves and with people, instead of being so hard on ourselves and on others, and understand that everyone has their own story, kika anata, and their own things to deal with. Ukwashatia, uka anata. So yeah, if we can stop judging Kuana, that would be awesome, and we will today support that. Create more compassion in this world. Mika tiana tiana tuyana. I want to also set the intention to increase our ability for telepathy in anyone that feels ready to accept telepathy as part of their life experience. Mohutianak anetiana. And I want to also set the intention to send love and light to everyone who is experiencing these massive changes on Earth. Mukuateana. I want to send love and light to release fear so that we make the choices that we truly feel passionate about. Tukuana teateana makuaisene. Zenikitiana wanatiana wanatiana. And he also joined the intention that Brother Dave mentioned about self-empowerment and understanding of how powerful we are. Kukatiana, self-recognition of our light and divine Mikiana connection to Kuatiatiana, Sinikiatiana. Okay, and these are going to be a light language transmission. If you are at home, you can do also or set your intentions, and you can also say your light languages, share them, or just pray for these intentions that we share in the group. Mitiatia kikiana kuiatiata, sechiana watiana wata, senikitiana wata, atianiata. Yeah. Brother Wesley, let's do a test before we continue to see if the sound, because sometimes when we don't turn on the original sound for musicians, we cannot hear the drums or any instrument that we use.
Ira?
Talk at the same time, Nancy.
Kuna tatau tatau tatata
Thank you, brother.
Kunu
What
Makuaka.
about you guys? Let's do a little test and see if the sounds.
Okay.
Because then when I go and edit the video, I see that sometimes that I cannot hear or we cannot hear the drums. And that makes
Tell
a
me if you-
huge difference. Yeah.
All right, tell me how we sound.
And say some light languages or anything.
Nitiayo soko. Niatokoa.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Shona hiakoa.
It works. Good. Wow, it's set up. Tukiana.
Okay.
We don't want to stop.
Sutiana, Watiana. Let's go. Tuacha, Kukuacha, Tumuaka. Oyana, Wita, Tuakika, Bobo, Chukuicha, Wika, Via, Watatika, Watatia, Chatea, Baba, 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 Baba,
Yasatata osatata mama mama miye o akana ku akana iye awa ku akana kiye mama o sawatata nu akani ya kaya ya o ya mama ta o akana ku akana kuna na iye ya mama ua kana kua kana iye ya suku aka taka takiaka kiye wako aka ata Manananuata, nanananuata, Nini aho katakuta Taie aho kawakana kawa Mama hu kataku akana ki ye ahu akana wa ya kuakata ya wa wa
Tuasha heto. Kenaiwe hiseme ala hakatayana. Sotokua. Anehala. Kokoha teshinia lisa pakeana. Aloko sepesa tokohua. Neshe. Etia. Anu ako anshe ala haya. Anu aya haya koho. Anu ana hea shohaka. Anu ala he shunaya. Anu ala keshana he. Anu ala kuno ana. Anu ala keshano hanua. Anu ala kesho. Anu ala kesho. Keshanaya, oh naya hi, hayala keana haya hi, no malahena, hayala keano hayala ko, naya naya ke. Naya la ke na he, haya haya haya, ne la ke tororo sho, konoro ha, ele 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 ya to jua tua, haya nura lo ke shua. Shuanuha, Shuanuha, Shizukuni, Naya Hesha, Naya Hayate, Naya Hiku, Naya Siatu Koshimi Hala, Naya Wahaluko Abaha. Seto kwa senu Maria Vagoni Jika Mahala Nimo kwa Semo Sukosumaha Sheha Tena Niseaha Yawahana. Step into the wisdom that flies within Dayaka Yawaka. Lies in love, and love is what you are made of. Yeah. Wisdom is your love.
Kiata utata utata kia utata nana utata mama uta nai au akanaku kaiye awa aku akata kini au
Sana lahat. Himura umahebe ebora konde ete ha ateya sumushaka. Tesimesa beawa kate kamoro. Mihaya kote bakaya. Taveala kote hema tabaka. Tibese sebese taviaka.
Matatu katati nanu no 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 nane no 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 ne 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 no 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 na 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 no ni 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 no no na 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 ma ma mo ay 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 Sakutu wakatatidia ku tatatu akana kawa. Shawa awa. Wasawo wakana kiayawa. Miata uswata sakini e ki aku akana kota e awa uswa sua e awa ua kana ki awa mawa. Aku kakana kau akana ilewa.
Chit-chat.
Tanatare tia tu tara tia tu tata ukata kita tu ta kutata tana ukuaka. Kirei awa sukuaka nakuta I shukuaka. Kunatuaka nakota uta. Nayawa sukuta ta ikiawa mawa. Nayawa. Moi tiki akuta, sukunuku waka naki, shini e toa, mana wo, kini e ahuka, kini e hoka, kano kuta, nai, shanu tu, nanu tu, ta tututu, baba buku waka te kia kia nuku waka. Mai e kia kuaka, sawa, tawa. Natuku kata kotata kini kia kwa.
What a bath of light languages and sounds. Tukuata nika. Thank you so much. Tukuata.
Satuaka. Natukuka.
Incredible guys.
Ya toko shia mai kwa hini ini wa hin kia wa toko he maa wato.
I think we vibrated ourselves elsewhere.
Woo!
Natuaka.
I don't know for how long we've been doing this, but I wasn't here in my room. Not for a long time. I wasn't here in my body, in my room, or anywhere near. Not in Southampton. QUANTICA. It's incredible. It's incredible. The combination of music, sounds, and light languages, I think, is the best of the best. Wow, speechless. Tukuata. Tikawata. That's everything I get. Light language is flowing because I'm so high.
Exactly. Ya to he wa hini mako.
Itawama tikawata. Mikawati kawata. Chikawati kawata. Tikawati kawati kana. Tiawamata. Usati kawata tiana wana. Kuasati.
Rosata tu kataki o kota kataki ni kia kato ka ko ke ni kita ko tu tai ku kata ko ko kana kini e to tu ta uka ki kota kuta kita tu tai ya tu tai tu hukanawa mawata kuta kaka
Waka hini wa hini ya wa intea sabaka seso ni malava sabatia shana mi wa umawa hana avako ama iso sopake sevasima asho ha ana ama allergy itu ahano Abismosaba Ashamo Malavi Ina Madhavakoto Bishana. It's as if I'm really enveloped and immersed in the divine feminine mother, that energy of compassion. Na Yuzamasho that like only comes from there. Yet it's still, but yet it represents the energy of creation. Yeah, well, it is not female, it is not male, really. It's, but yet QUAN YIN envelops the energy of the divine feminine, and yeah, well, and I feel, and as being a mother, I feel like that is the, I don't know, the epitome of compassion, because I understand then how all that is, creator, source, God, whatever you choose to call that energy, feels about us. Nothing but pure compassion. At all. There's no judgment. So if we feel as if we're being judged by a vengeant God, or that you have to prove something, or that you are, as Dave mentioned earlier, you're just not good enough, or that this is where all of that ends now. That all those ideas, when we talk about new beginnings and endings, this is what we're talking about, a new way of thinking, of understanding. That compassion is what is all that is made of. And that you are never not forgiven, you are never not loved, you are never not supported, you are never shunned or forsaken. It is still a co-creation. And when we begin to understand the term God's will, we understand thy will. That is your will. Thy will be done. Thy will, your will. That's because you are a creator. God created you to be creator. And to experience polarity and non-compassion, so that you can then again remember what compassion is and what it really feels like. And it's the journey of the forgetting and of the remembering that makes us so dang powerful. Yeah, talvez bashia sono jamashe. It's just like every other analogy of you. A child cannot learn to walk without falling. You always have to learn to tie your shoes. You always have to. You're never forsaken in that journey. Never, 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 never. But it's also, we have to have the compassion that we have to have that experience in order to experience that true love. Lotus Mother is the card that turned over. Turquoise Lotus Mother. So I was definitely feeling the mother energy. I'm sorry about the glare. Turquoise Lotus Mother, and that's number is that 42, Dave? I want to make sure I'm reading it. It's dark in here. Or is it? I know it's hard to read, isn't it? 42. Okay. Number 42. Turquoise Lotus Mother.
Turquoise Lotus Mother brings precious healing to you now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes, something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go, just when it seems to be demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet do not doubt you will actually learn the lessons it required of you, and now you are being blessed with the opportunity to receive the karmic healing.
Were you able to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So connected.
Exactly. I couldn't even believe it. It was like...
during the light language transmission, they were doing a lot of cleansing, a lot of releasing all that weight that we carry, that we haven't forgiven yet, to kuyana about ourselves. Mukwata tiaka. Also the innocent energy from being a child, connecting to our inner child, when we feel that compassion, when the way that a child look at another person with those loving eyes, just not judging at all. Mika ata tia na wata siaka. That's kind of the way I felt with that path of light languages and music. Mika ato ika wate yana siana tia na wata. Yeah, waneka wanata sika wata. So lovely. Kukwata. What did you feel, Brother Wesley? In English words?
Matuku akataki akawaka. Sakunuku akatakawa.
I knew he was going to talk.
If I really started saying, you know what was really going to happen, kunuki akuaka, sunuwaye akuaka takuaka. Today is an interesting day. Satuaka takuatata, kiniki akuaka nakuata, sukunukua, shinieya mua, niye muukata, kunu taiki. No na 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 no 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 na 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 ni no 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 lots of templates suku do sukiyaka waka sukuyaka waka sukuyaku waka sanuwata tuku waka niye yahua sukutata kunikiyaku waka. So if you want me to explain in English, shukuniku waka tuku waka takono waka.
For people,
no,
I'm feeling it.
No, ikyo tatuaka. Tawaka. Kinekiaku tata kuatata. Kinekiakuaka. There's so much learning. Shikinekiaku going through the darkness. Sukunukuaka. Saniakuaka. Tukuaka. Sukunukuaka. Ki kutututututu. Tatutututu. A depth of understanding. Sakunukuaka. Nakinikiakua. Kunukuaka Masukunaka takia tuaka Sukutata Sukunaka Tuku kata kunaka Kinikiakawaka Shakunaka Tiki ekuta. Compassion on many levels. Sanukunukuaka Sukunutai Naie O Kauata Taikunga Tanunga Tie Kiwaka. It just going to the same thing. Going to the old tribes, the returning. Sukunuwaka, that's already there, it's resurfacing. Sukunukuwaka, divine template. Sukunuka, tuto, tributaries. Sukuta, tikinikia. Suku gates are open. Sukunukuwaka, niki, many changes. Sukuwaka, all across the planet. Shukunukuwaka, sukunuka. But then it go into another level, then sukunukuwaka, because it's going to be sukuwata when you went to the no kuaka, do not sukunuaka, kia kuaka, don't worry going anymore. Sukunukuaka, the language. Shikini kia kuaka, nakuata tuaka. Suku speaks for itself. Sukuta, taiya ua, mai kuna kuaka. Kuata ta tuaka, tata, much learning through suffering. Sukuta tukuaka, dikia, kanukuaka, nakiata. Depths of Mother Earth, Sukunukuaka, Takiekiako, Kutata, Womb Chamber, Suktuaka, Nukuaka, Tukuatata, Kunukuaka, Sukuta, respect. Sanukuaka, all the holy wells across the planet. Sukunukuaka, Sukunukuaka, Sawata, Tukuaka, Makuaka. Neyewa.
I resonate with everything that you said. I felt that they were also like, every time that you were doing this, it's like cleaning everything. And at the same time that they were doing this, they were placing things in order. They were creating order. The architecture getting into place. They were doing a lot of work in all people's hearts. To just drop the pain, drop the worry, and create more space and welcome the energy of the feminine energy of QUAN YIN. discuss, and yes, I felt that today was very different. Apart from all the beautiful instruments that we heard in the background, there was also a different energy, different, very different. Kukiana wata, siyana wata,
While Brother Wesley was speaking, I was sort of hearing not only from what he was saying, but the idea of having the opportunity to walk through the darkness, but within your own light, where you didn't really have the opportunity to do that before in the same way. And by being in your light, walking through that darkness, you are not only seeing the darkness in your own light, in a new light, but you're literally enlightening the darkness as well. And it's physics. So the darkness cannot help but be enlightened by your light. And sort of the idea of not fearing the darkness, but actually embracing it, because that's sort of what we came here to do, to transform that darkness into light. And by walking through the darkness, it is literally enlightening the darkness. There's no way it could happen any other way. When you light a candle in a dark room, there's light.
I had this vision while you were saying that. I was having this vision of a man carrying a candle, and the flame of the candle was light up by the energy and the light from within. And he was like exploring inside of a cave, but exploring without fear, exploring just like with that childish excitement of, wow, I'm here inside this cave, everything is dark, but I'm just so excited to explore the whole cave inside.
Such a great, I mean, what a perfect, you know.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, it's like so
it's
perfect.
like
And
he was painting with his words the vision in my third eye.
And you described perfectly just now how all of us came here to do that on purpose. We came to explore the cave.
Yeah.
We came with our little flashlight, call it what you will, you know, and we came here to experience the darkness on purpose. And this is where we're shifting into the new age of understanding. Dave and I just had this conversation this morning about people, we as humans are afraid to understand that we indeed have created this for ourselves. We don't want to own it because we're embarrassed. We think, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, oh, I did not create this. I would never create this for myself. I would never ask to be sick. I would never ask for family members to be, I would never ask for these things. Yes, you did. And this is where we move into the understanding that, okay, if I agree that I own this and I've created this and I accept this, I think we're afraid that and I see this happening in some areas of our human collective consciousness, in that if we accept that, then we can no longer blame an outside energy for saying, no, they created that and I'm just supposed to walk through this reality, but it's already been created for me. Yes, in a way, by you. In a way. So we have said we're going to come here for challenges. Did we define the individual challenges? No. When you're playing a video game, you don't know the challenge till you get there, do you? You don't know. Until you get to that next level, you don't know what the challenge is going to be. You can't. You can't know that. And you don't want
Otherwise,
to
it
know
gets
that.
really boring.
Right. What would be the point? So Dave and I had this conversation this morning about compassion. Funny, and it was before I even saw what your intention was for today. How the magic is when we can have compassion for each other, knowing we created that reality on purpose. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If we all understand that, then no one's judging somebody for the reality that they created.
To take responsibility. It's the only way that we are going to empower ourselves to do the right thing. Because if we take responsibility, we say, okay, we did it maybe wrong up until now, but because we have the power, we have the strength, we are going to make the best now. We are going to make the best for everyone.
And now that we know that, we have to have compassion for ourselves to say, yes, I'm a master. I came here for this reality, and that is what I came for, to go through this challenge. And it was something Wesley said about the learning, the lessons in the learning. The learning is in the experience. The learning is in the doing. You can hand somebody a textbook and tell them how to put a machine together or how to do this or how to do something, but until they go put that into practice, it's not the same.
No, because you haven't experienced it.
You can read instructions on how to put something together, but if you don't put it together, you're not really going to have that experience of, tightening the screws and having, so I think that's one of the biggest new awakening elements is to understand that, okay, yes, we all have created our reality. Now now that I know, because no matter what I did, that means it was perfect. Because it was perfect for what it was, for reality and for all that is, because all that is needed you to have that experience to be all that is.
Yep.
It had to be you, the person out there who's happy, because your experience is going to be different from my experience. So compassion in all of that.
Yep.
I was just shuffling the QUAN YIN cards, and one fell out, and I looked at it and I thought, "Oh, that's interesting." And we've used these cards before, but I'm not super familiar with the deck.
Me either. I've hardly used it.
I thought, boy, this is weird. It's Dynasty of the Divine Mother, another card about mother energy. And I was looking through all the other cards, and there are only 2 or 3 in the whole deck that talk about that.
Here's the... Here.
The only wish of the Divine Mother Goddess is that all beings be spiritually free. The Divine Goddess calls us to realize our true nature and to fall in love with our own divinity.
Okay, seriously? That's exactly the message we had just said. But this is what I want to tell everybody too. Yes, we're channeling this energy, this archetypal energy, all of us, because we're invoking these intentions in this room. We're absolutely, I felt it. I could feel that Divine Goddess. I could feel the mother energy. And we pulled the only 2 out of 3 cards in this whole deck of 44. So
I don't even think there are any other
about the mother energy and compassion. Have to have the compassion of the Divine Mother, of that mother within us,
Sometimes there's one other one, Mother Fierce.
Well,
which I'm not sure, but those are the only mother cards.
Mother Fierce. Well, there we go. There we go. Mother Fierce.
Sometimes it even surprises me when we pull these cards and see the synchronicities.
So when we pull the cards, it's incredible how they connect.
I was just excited that when I saw that you were doing today about QUAN YIN, and I was like, I have to go get my deck, because it was like, I could sort of feel her step in. Like as soon as my mind saw what you wrote, and I saw about it, was like I could feel her step in, because I invite that.
And it's very interesting, because these things are things that I channel like 2 weeks in advance. And as the day approach for the
Huh.
event, I start feeling that like, oh my God, it's making more sense as the event get closer and closer to that day. It's like, wow, it makes so much sense that I felt that then 2 weeks ago. But for a while, I don't know why I'm getting QUAN YIN. It has to be QUAN YIN. I say, okay, let's see what happens.
And it's interesting too, because the last few days we've had, it's funny, I just found this in a secondhand store, and it's got elephants all over it. And so I was I don't know, I associate this energy with that idea too, of the elephant energy, that divine, the Tibetan, the honoring of the elephant,
In India.
and India, exactly, and just that whole idea. So it was funny, I was already kind of immersed in that energy. And then there's
I guess Africa. Elephants. right?
elephants, yeah.
Yeah, they are also not-
Ganesh is strong today, actually.
Yes,
And-
that's exactly what I was going to say,
Yeah.
was the Ganesh energy was so strong.
And actually,
And-
white calf buffalo woman, and actually was coming through as well.
Incredible.
Yeah,
The-
white calf buffalo woman. Yeah, and actually
Yes.
Oh my
the,
God.
the land,
That's
land
the
view.
event that I channel for in 2 weeks
Yeah.
for the Spanish.
White calf
one.
buffalo.
And why
When we did the white buffalo one, yeah.
Well, actually, it's actually no, white calf buffalo woman, and actually, when you're talking about Dave, when you were bringing up about thanks for sharing that, and thanks for sharing, was actually the land as well. So, isn't that Turtle Island? No, Turtle is it Turtle Island, isn't it? Is it Turtle Island? I think,
I'm not even sure.
yeah, I think Turtle Island. I think it was called Turtle Island.
That's really weird, because the turtle there's so many synchronicities with Dave and I, and the turtle, and when we met, and turtle energy, and I have a stuffed turtle in my car that drives with us everywhere. And we just saw another turtle, and I have a painting of a turtle.
Island. That's what it is.
Interesting.
Well, so everything is always a message. So regardless of how we get there, when I was thinking of Turtle Island, and we just happened to see, watching a video earlier, turtles in the background.
Right.
But also the was it the Inca or the Guadalupe or whatever, I can't remember, relating to the crystal skulls. In what's that place in Mexico?
Machu Picchu?
Like Machu Picchu area. The belief was the creation story at that time, I believe, was a turtle rose out of the sea, and the shell sort of became the land where the people started living on. And that's just sort of what came to mind with Turtle Island.
That's
what is
weird.
the connection that you made, Brother Wesley, with the Turtle Island?
Right.
This is North America, indigenous, because I remember my friend was talking about Turtle Island. She was first in Canada, yeah. It's North America. That probably you land where you're on, because that's what I was kind of getting there. Yeah.
Well, that's what made
Going into the darkness. It was actually going into the because when I was getting before that kind of was happening before Dave started speaking, and then it was coming in stronger then, because you were explaining what was going through, and it's like going into the darkness, and then the turtle was submerging, because sometimes we have
Oh, that's what it is.
That's actually okay. So it says that Turtle
I
Island.
was kind of lost for a while.
The creation.
Turtle Island is a name. It's just a name. Turtle Island is a name for North and Central America used by some indigenous peoples and indigenous rights activists. The name comes from a creation myth that is common to many indigenous peoples of the northeastern woodlands of North America. The myth tells the story of how the land was formed on the back of a turtle. So it represents all of North America and Central America. So it was basically, the concept is significant in many Native American cultures and reflects their relationship with Mother Earth. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We
We found the clue. There it is.
Nice place.
Wow. Nice job.
Connecting.
All the way from Kanukuaka, all the way from Ireland. Sukunukuaka.
That's awesome. I mean, really. Look at that.
She used to be
Connection to Mother Earth. Oh my God.
So the idea of connecting with Mother Earth also means grounding these higher energies to Mother Earth and physical reality.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I was
recognizing that power that you were mentioning before. Yeah, acknowledgement.
And just the depths of creation, and just so many layers of facets of things that had to experiences, and just going back, reflecting back into the womb of creation that's within all of us. Sukunukuaka waka yeki akumukuaka tanua taiye musawata all across the planet. Shikiniki okuata many worlds, sututu many systems. And go back to the tu su ta ta tu heart intelligence. Sukiniki akuaka nakuwa. Sukuaka takuaka naiyewa usuata. The ancients Sukunukuwa spoke. Sukuta. Or Sakumuku. Sacred Sukunukuaka, Tikiakiakoaka.
311.
Kishatoto.
Sakutawaka.
Did you
Tikikuaka.
see, guys, this meeting that they had with, I don't know, with a bunch of people from different countries, where they were testifying about the extraterrestrials?
Oh.
About they had this gathering meeting international, and there were 3 guys testifying everything that they have seen and experienced and all of that, and that is going viral everywhere in the platform around the world.
Wow.
So
It's not old,
I
no?
think
Just
we are making a step forward to
Makuaka.
accept the existence finally of aliens on planet Earth. Not that changed much in terms of what we already experienced, but in terms of what the collective think and the acknowledgement of their existence, it does make a difference. And I believe that from now onwards, it's going to expand more and more. People are going to recognize more and more, because there is no way back. There is no way back to deny that they exist and that they are amongst us.
Amongst us, speak through us. Past us.
Yeah.
Sukudaka
Well,
Tikiakiaka.
You know what dreams
Sunuatartieta. Natu. Kuduguaka.
Bashar did say it's
Sawata Avidas.
it's
Sikinto.
despite our political environment here, it's still on track for within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
In my reality, it's a lot faster than that, but then again, you know, all I have to worry about is my frequency.
Yeah. Yeah, because that affects everything. There is a lot of things that are coming up also with the cancer treatment. A lot of advancement on that. So it's not all war and disaster. There are other things going on that are kind of, bringing hope to Yana, Kiana, Tiana, Wata. Yeah, I'm looking forward for all of that. Usatiata. Did you download anything, Wendy? Like codes? You are on it. You are doing it. Suyaka. Look at her. She was doing it. Wow. I was feeling it. Tia Machuka. Second. Oh. So beautiful. Kukuata, Uaka, Tiana Wata, Muku Tuyanaka, Sikawana Tiana Wata. We cannot hear you now, Wendy. We cannot hear you. Ah, because you're not talking?
So when people, yeah, so when people would ask, you know, what does each of them mean, or, you know, it's like light language of every other form. It's like looking at a piece of art. It's like listening to a piece of music. It's going to affect everyone the way it affects them. It is not necessarily this means this.
Yeah.
You know?
They can have multiple meanings. In the Spanish light language group, what we do is when we show them, I go all around everyone who is present in the event, and I ask them what is telling you, what these codes are telling you, and then we start sharing all our point of views or angles or perceptions.
I
and usually comes out a lot of nice information to Kuata.
So what I'm feeling as I'm looking at them, I'm feeling like these are physical written representations of energies of different dimensions and interdimensional existences that are related to the idea of compassion, related to the idea of the mother energy. So the way I receive it is I hear, okay, this is this dimension's participation in this conversation today, because this image that I've put into a symbol, I guess, that it's another dimensional energy going, oh, I'm here to participate with you. This is how I represent myself, because that energy is excited about the information, that vibration, that band of vibrational energy that we're talking about today. It also, in another dimension, is participating and excited to share, and it just comes through me. It's in a symbol on a piece of paper, but that doesn't mean that's what it looks like. That doesn't mean it's how it's brought to me, and then for someone else to look at, and I would feel like when someone looks at that symbol, they're feeling that participation. They're feeling that loving energy from this other dimension or whatever. Frequency of light is another way, like it's my interpretation of that frequency of light, and that frequency of light in this symbol is saying, wow, we are super excited about the things you guys are talking about right now. That's sort of how I feel, a little, you know.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like that is like a representation of everything that we've been sharing in the whole event. What do you feel when you are channeling them, Wendy? Is it like the light languages that they just come like this?
Yes, they just come, like I could just sit and write them right now without even actually looking at the paper. I could just sit and draw it.
It's like automatic writing.
Yes, I don't really, it just sort of comes through, and I could sit and, like even right now, You know, I feel like I need to look at the paper while I'm drawing, but I really don't. It's funny because a lot of the symbols that come through today look sort of similar to me, but maybe they don't look similar to other people. But
No, when
you
we
know,
look
they
at them, they are all different.
right. And so when I see them, so when they come through, I feel like, how do I explain it?
Is it like you get like in a state of trance?
Yes, and it feels like I don't feel my body sometimes, and
Uh-huh.
it feels like the best feeling I could ever have, like in meditation. Like if anybody can relate to that, going and being in meditation and feeling like, oh my God, that was like the best feeling I've ever had ever. It's kind of like that. It's so all encompassing, you know. And it has a lot of,
You get into the zone very quickly.
oh yeah, and it has a lot of physical effects on me too, and mental effects after we leave these hangouts. Dave and I are like on another plane of existence.
The same here. Yeah.
Yeah, and it affects me physically, like in a good way. Like I literally feel like right now, like I'm vibrating at such a high rate, I almost don't feel my body.
The same.
Yeah, that's how it feels, and it's really exciting. And there's a lot of other energies going on at play. It's excitement on a level that I can't really explain. You know, it is.
Yeah.
Nothing,
And all of
nothing
this
personal.
without any drugs.
Yeah, it's higher love. You know what? I don't know how else to explain it. It's higher love.
No, it's higher love. It's,
Yeah.
it's what so many people look for using drugs and all kind of substances.
Like if I could sing these notes, I don't think I have the vocal cords capable of singing
I had that feeling
that,
many times.
if that makes sense.
I want to make a tone, but I know that I'm not capable to do it with my voice.
It feels limiting.
But I feel that it's there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one day we will develop our ability to do it. Maybe an extra couple pair of chords, vocal cords.
If I could explain, it's kind of like right now, if I were to try to explain the feeling that I'm feeling, it's as if I am playing the drums and the maracas and all the instruments and singing and dancing and every kind of singing and every kind of dancing all wrapped up to one thing. It's hard to explain. It's just,
I think the best way we explain it is just by the way we look, by the way that we look when we ended, how enchanted we were all enchanted with the smiley faces full of love, tika watiana, and I think that explains everything. That's why every time I ask Wesley, tell me what did you feel, I know that he's gonna reply with light languages because it's the best way to
because there aren't words.
To just say really, because it's so tough to say in our language what we truly feel, because it's so many things at once, and the best way to summarize that is just saying in light languages what you feel.
It's like, yeah,
But it's good to try also and to give a little impression of what we do, because there are people out there who maybe are like, what did they do? What did they do? Why they are so happy? Why they are so high?
You talked about it in the beginning of this program about the intentions of allowing for telepathy, and we all have the ability for telepathy, connecting with things at a much more expansive level. And while we may not be able to verbalize the tones necessarily that connect with these ideas, these symbols, and even really the light languages that we feel telepathically, you can share these things. And looking at the symbols that Wendy makes, for instance, they're sort of telepathic keys that are enough of the information to allow you to open up to the full channeled, the full pipeline of information.
That's a good way to.
And it comes through, and just as Wendy explained, it's the whole orchestra playing and dancing and lights happening, and it's all happening.
It's like a whole show.
So one little piece of the communication is enough. Incredibly, the one little piece of information is enough to, you hear it, and then you open the door, what's going on in there, and then you see the whole show. And everyone has the ability to do it if they have the intention to do it.
Exactly. And they have the intention to open up to receive it.
Yep. And just like when we were playing the instruments and singing and doing light language earlier, if you just allow yourself to open up to it, I mean, I don't even know where we were, but we weren't really here.
I was not mentally present for quite a bit of that.
And I sort of looked up.
I'm going to come back to the video and play it many times, just to go. I'm going to do it, I'll tell you that.
Looking up at one point, and I was behind Wendy's drum or my drum or whatever. Like, I didn't even know, where I was in the camera.
Frame, right. Me either.
And sort of at the same time, I'm focusing on synchronizing with Brother Wesley's drumming and the things that he's doing, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to turn out in the video, because there could be slight delays in it, but it seemed pretty good. It sounded good, and I tried to keep in his beat. And
here I'm able to listen to the results, because here I listen how it's gonna come out later on in the video, and I tell you that I didn't want it to end. I didn't want.
Well, you know how when you go in, and maybe if not everybody's experienced this, but I don't have my singing bowl here, but let's just say that. Oh, what do I do with it? Here it is. Like if I were to just hit. Now, I don't know how much of that you could hear, but when you hit a singing bowl, it sets out a tone. How does a person explain when they're sitting in a sound bath, meaning you're listening to a person maybe playing crystal bowls,
That's a good example.
Maybe they're playing a gong, maybe you're in a gong session where you're listening to gongs. It's kind of like, how does that one tone make you feel? It's sort of like, it doesn't it do something to you? It's like, but you can't explain really what it does to you, but you're like,
so
there's
the fact that we are not capable to explain it, it doesn't mean that we are not receiving and understanding the whole thing.
Exactly. It's like that one tone can take you. It's almost like that's what that one symbol does. It like, and then it's like opening the door or opening the cover of a book, and now all of a sudden you've got 1,000 pages to read. You know what I mean? Or you get a download. You know what I mean? It's so bizarre, and it's kind of like that. Like when you ring the singing bowl, it tones for a long time, and it's almost like it's a whole. Every second of that is different, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like that too.
Yeah. Brother Wesley, what did you want to say?
Oh, yes.
Well, it's different now, so it's all the moment. It's expansion of consciousness. So it's stepping into the awareness of what you already are. So sometimes it sends out ripples and waves, wave forms. So sometimes certain things is the way I get it. Sometimes there's certain things that are transceived within this dimension, and there's aspects of creation that are working for many octaves. And then there could be a cross-weave of intelligence that you are connected to that, what already is, and then it's bringing it in, and it's bringing through. Some of it's of a different mathematical coordinates. So then there's a breaking up of certain structures to bring in a different harmonic resonance to connect into a synthesized shun to be redirected to further spread and re-emerge with creation within every moment, within every aspect of creation within the moment. Sunu wiki kuta, if that makes sense. Sanu waka tuko.
Great.
Definition in the dictionary.
That was really good.
Nuku waka takuaka.
Really good.
Let's just put it this way. I work with a good crew. Nakuaka tako.
Yes, you do. We all do. That's why we're together.
So that's just for me. That's the way I unravel the information.
That was awesome. Those are
Very
very.
good job, brother.
That was a really great explanation.
Wesley's our technical consultant.
Yep.
Well, it's funny because I was sharing it
Lost in
to.
a definition you have of Wesley there.
I was sharing to a Tibetan, but she was an Irish one, but she was a Tibetan Buddhist 2 weeks ago. I found Ismael last week, and it was like she was explaining stuff, so I was meeting her where she was explaining it in that level, and then when I kind of brought into the bandwidth of the light language, her face was like, "Oh, what is this?" But it was just the frequencies, so I was being transmitted. She felt, but then I could even see it. There's a reorganization of the human self within that development framework that's been transferred through the octaves within that moment of unfolding of Sukunikia Kuata, Kunikuaka, Takia Kuaka creation. Sawuta Wakawa. Sani Wahuata.
Thank you, brother. Wow.
I know it's pretty out there, but I don't know. As I said to, I think it was up the country with a gang of healers last weekend, and they were like saying, and I said, this isn't my mind, like, if this was my mind, it's just coming in and it's going into the framework. Yeah. Not to work out.
Yes.
I can't say half the stuff. I won't say half the stuff. I just, that's why you go into the language instead, because I don't want to be saying this or saying that. It's like, that's why you say it's beyond, beyond my stories.
The
like,
frequency we feel with the light language.
yeah, it's beyond my story. Great for the stories, but it's beyond my story.
Great for the stories, yes. But we feel like it's in light languages are in another level, because they can have even more interpretation, more meaning in expansion to acaso y ana than the words that we use here on earth. Pia kuata to yaka. Husha. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us again. Yeah, our puppy's ready. Thank you all. Thank you for holding this space, and we're always excited to come and be able to just let our hair down and channel and whatever comes through. And I love being able to do the music, and so yes, thanks always for holding the space, and and it's always wonderful to be with you too, Wesley. We always enjoy your energy, your light languages, your explanations, your
and oh yeah, I'm gonna finish with this one. Thanks very much. Have an amazing weekend. Ismael, thanks very much. And actually the whole grand plan, so to say, I don't know, it's for the development, actually the energetic of the whole tangibility. So it's the tangibility of that. So the more we connect into that, we are already that. So it's kind of like another sense that it is, and that's what's happening. That's what's running across that. God bless. Suwaka.
333. It's 333 here.
333. Wow, perfect.
No,
Bye.